An algorithm is a logical series of steps that a computer can follow. So algorithms are a really important part of digital technology. We need to be able to plan and write algorithms so that we sequence correctly a program for a computer to be able to execute. A couple of ways that we can plan algorithms. One is through a flowchart, and the other is through pseudocode. So in this video I'm going to show you how we can write a flowchart, and then later I'm going to show you how we can convert that to pseudocode. So flowchart, first of all, there's some rules about how we write a flowchart, but there's different shapes of each of the sections, and the first one is what we call a terminator. And so it's basically a rectangle with round edges, and a terminator is either a start or a stop. So the algorithm I'm going to show you today, the flowchart I'm going to show you, is how to make a milkshake. So we're just going to keep it simple and have two choices, either chocolate or strawberry. So first of all, we need to get that information from the user. So first thing is that all of the different steps of a flowchart need to be connected with arrows. So we want to get information from the user, an input. So when we draw inputs and outputs, we draw this shape. Okay, so it's an input or an output. So it might be something that's displayed by the computer, or it might be something where the computer collects information, like what flavour milkshake would you like? Okay, so we need to get information from the user. So the information we want to get is the flavour of the milk drink. So get, so I'm actually going to change colour here. So the actual flavour that we want, either strawberry or chocolate, is a variable. What's a variable? Variable is basically a placeholder that holds data or information. In this case, it's either chocolate or strawberry. You know, if you're designing a computer game, the variable would be the score, for example. So we can have loads of different types of variables. So in this case, get flavour. Okay, so I've changed the colour there. Normally you would do it right in bold or italics or something. Get flavour data from user, either chocolate. Okay, so we're going to get that data, and that's obviously going to, the flavour is going to dictate the next steps, which is a choice. And that's what we call a decision. So a decision has got this shape here. It's a diamond shape. Okay, and so our decision here is what flavour did the user choose? So what, and I'm going to keep that same font for our variable. What flavour did the user select? So we've asked a question here. We've got two choices, haven't we? So we said chocolate or strawberry. So if the flavour variable equals chocolate, well, we're going to do something. And if the flavour variable is strawberry, we're going to do something else. So if the flavour variable is chocolate, I need to make this pink. The flavour variable is chocolate. Well, we need to get the chocolate flavour. And if the flavour variable was strawberry, well, we need to then get the strawberry flavour. Now, this shape here, this normal rectangle, is called a process, and they're just the simple steps. Get strawberry. All right, now it comes back together here, because all of the steps after this are the same regardless of our flavour. Okay, so we're going to put the flavour in the shaker. So in our milkshake shaker. Now, what are the rest of the steps in terms of processes here? So we've got to add milk, shake it up, and serve it. So look, all of those are just simple steps. So we can simplify that by making what's called a function. So in other words, we can simplify our flowchart So, and we depict that by doing that. So that's what we call a function. And it just compresses a number of sequences, it just compresses a number of steps. So we can just say make milkshake. Okay, so that just simplifies it a little bit. And then we're going to finish with a terminator, which might not fit on the screen, which is going to say stop. And then we're done. Okay, so that is a flowchart. This is an input-output, a terminator, a decision, a process, and a function connected by arrows.